Well, I think the most vital part of this Jet offseason is that Joe Douglas forms a nucleus of chemistry continuity with Adam Gase. Where you see success, you see a GM and a coach who know how to see each other's vision, share the vision. Doesn't mean they don't disagree. They can disagree. Understand that you're working for a common cause.
And Joe's history, because he came from Baltimore, Ozzie Newsome really did not build his team through free agency. It was almost all draft. A little bit of free agency, but mostly draft. My sense is Joe is going to do that. Help him obviously in free agency where he can, but it sure sounds like it's going to be more draft than free agency. But in Philly, look, they did a great job of mixing both. So, but Joe's history was mostly in Baltimore, and I expect him to do that more in the draft.
I don't think it's going to be like we're going to target these 4 high-end guys. First of all, they already got some of those guys from last year. Second of all, like it's, from what I know about Joe Douglas's philosophy and his background, it is way more about building up depth, building the middle class, making these smart free agent signings rather than kind of rolling the dice, and so I would expect a lot of signings, but much more to address the middle class than kind of the high-end guys.
Splash signings in my book don't work. I know fans want them. I know we want them as media. It's a great conversation piece, but I think be more solid, think more sustainable, because it's not about getting a collection of talent. It's about putting a team together.
Think of the offseason that the Bills had, where they really went, and there was no real big splash, huge signing, but a lot of signings that made sense to really fortify both sides of the line, which is a key area for your team. I think you're going to see that from the Jets, and a lot of people are going to come away and say, hey, what they did made a lot of sense.
I think you're going to see the roster building begin, and it would not surprise me if it starts in the trenches. And I think most of us understand that for the Jets, that begins with the O-line needing the most help.
I think that's a huge area that they are going to address, whether it's free agency, whether it's in the draft, whatever. And I think that really can make a lot of other things, including the quarterback, look so much better. So to me, if they come out of this offseason without having addressed the offensive line, without feeling better about what they're doing up front there, I'd be floored if that's the case.